you to want to talk about this topic or post what you posted this morning?
Well, I kind of just had this like, it's so funny. We talk about this a lot, how like we intellectually know things, right? Like intellectually, you and I know that we need to just put our head down, not be worried what other people think, not be worried about whether other people think we're good enough, whether we're doing the right thing, whether we're in the right lane. Like, ultimately, how kind of knowing our truth, putting our head down and doing our best work.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. And it is hard as fucking hell. And there's like layers upon layers upon layers of gunk
Mm-hmm.
that keeps us, popping up, looking like, wait, am I good enough? Am I on the right path? Like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Like, there's gunk that's blocking us from our own knowing and our own peace and our own power. All this stuff is all connected. And so this morning, I just had a big kind of release where I got to a much deeper realization around that, where I really realized in a much deeper part of my being that that is what I needed to do. And I realized that I had the liberation to do that. Like I was freed. There was some fears or traumas or something that I let go of this morning that when I was meditating, it got released, and I got around the name of my parenting program. I got really clear around, I've got work to do. Like I just have important work to do. And I can't waste any energy lifting my head up being like, wait, am I good enough? Am I pissing you off? Am I choosing the right words? Am I okay? Like it doesn't fucking matter because I know I have important work to do, and I know it's love, and I know it's light, and I know it's important, and I gotta just do that. And so that was like this morning. I was just like, and it just, it's like we know that, but we get to a deeper place of realization where we can be that.
Yeah.
So that was my morning meditation. Some good things happened apparently.
Well, I mean, and if I look at it from the frame that I tend to speak from, which is like when we release fear in any way, we have a converse anabolic positive surge of energy. The negative, quote unquote, heavy, defeating energy that is connected to any fear that we have is heavy. And when it is released, we literally feel the surge of positive energy, love, light, however you want to describe that, we feel that. So when we release something as deep as I am good enough, that is a fucking big, deep fear that almost every human being, at least every human being I've talked to, and certainly myself, have had, have still, and continuously struggle with. So like that release, it makes every sense in the world. I'm listening to you going, yes, that's exactly right. Everything sounds legitimately normal with what you describe, and so it's like, that's what is so awesome about the work. And you obviously clearly access that through your meditative practice, and you're connecting to being through that practice, which is fucking great. I clearly access it by being in action and in experience and in courageous self-expression, which is why I'm consistently sharing my stories, incrementally increasing my courage and releasing my fear around being rejected and less than and not good enough, in the sense of being fully seen. So it just depends on what our courage looks like in the areas in which we want to employ it. But
And
yeah,
I'd say both.
absolutely.
Because if I wasn't taking the courageous action, as I'm like, really, dedicated to courageous action, because you learn through taking action. I've been stumbling around for the last, I don't know how many weeks now since I've been launching this parenting program.
Love it.
Like stumbling, like sending out these emails, like talking to people about it. Like, what do you think of this logo? What do you think of this name? What do you think? I mean, it's been painful as all get out because I'm stumbling because I didn't have clarity yet.
I laugh because there's so much comedy in pain.
Yes,
Like, oh my God,
so much better to laugh than cry.
fuck.
You know, like,
It's like,
so,
oh, this is
if you can find the
torture,
laughter,
torture.
laugh at yourself, like laugh at like, because again, it's this beautiful power that we have to not take ourselves too seriously.
Yes.
And we've had more about like, I take my work so seriously. I don't take myself seriously. Like, I
Well,
know
yeah.
I am a comedy of errors. I
Well,
know
I will
that.
say, Pam, just to interject quickly on that point, is that I've said this forever, is that fun and excellence are not mutually exclusive. Like the way that I always coach skydiving teams and was a player coach on skydiving teams and was a player only in a skydiving team is that and just in life, but like the fierce commitment to our goal is unchangeable. Like theoretically, that is solid as fuck. So AKA, we can have fun and that still doesn't change. We can laugh, we can have a great time, and this commitment does not change. So it's
Yeah.
like fun and excellence are not mutually exclusive. I, in fact, really think that having fun actually magnifies our ability to achieve that goal.
It infuse more positivity. What I
Mhm.
always say too, to add on that, is something doesn't have to be fun to have fun.
Yes.
So like, sludging through, these like 18 iterations of logos and email, people giving me some, criticism back. I mean, it's not fun technically.
Yes, I love
And
it.
I make it fun because I'm laughing because I'm like, well, I guess I'm not there yet. I guess I'm more, you can
Love
make
it.
it fun. And it all goes so hand in hand.
Agreed. Agreed. It's funny. I think about because basically I'm coming up on my 40th birthday. Woo!
You're joining me a few months behind me. Welcome,
I
welcome.
love it. I'm excited. My friend Nadine, she's like, "Welcome to the club."
It's a great club. I've
I'm
said
like,
this. Geniuses like hit their stride around 40. So we're
well,
poised.
I bring that up because in the like area of considering the like worry about what other people think and going, I'm gonna not care what other people think. I said this to someone the other day, and I really mean it. Is that I think it comes with life experience and being judged plenty of times and surviving and doing things in alignment with our values and feeling how that feels compared to giving a shit what other people think and how what much that applies or helps or hurts or whatever. It's like I finally am like, and it's not that I want people to judge me or be mean to me or anything like that. I don't want that type of experience. Of course, that catabolic energy in any form isn't fun to experience, isn't like doesn't feel good. But I definitely can say like I'm just so I care so much less because I'm so much more clear on my values and what I am up to and what I am out to contribute. So yeah.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. And just to also kind of spin one more thing, I feel called to share another really powerful thing that I've realized. The whole like not capable thing. I say that all the time. Like, I don't
Wait,
care what people think.
say that again, Pam. The internet cut out.
Sure, not caring about what people think. Like, it's so important. I don't care what people think. I still always care about other people's well-being, right? And I think that I was stuck on that for a while because I was like, but I'm a caring person. And I was stuck. I was like, I hadn't yet figured out the difference where I could not care what people think, but care about their well being. So I still care about everybody and care about everybody's well being while I do my thing. Like, and I know that at some point, like, I'm going to hear their constructive criticism and I'm not, this, egomaniac, bullish kind of person. When I was younger, I was more, and I had those mistakes to learn that I needed to keep being a deep listener. Like, I listen deeply, not necessarily to what people think, but I deeply listen to what I can take from it. And I take the positive always. I just don't let in the negative.
Mm-hmm.
While I continue to care, I still care. And I have that connection to people. So I stay connected to them while not letting the ebb and flow of their human thinking mess me up.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, when I hear you say I'm still connected to them, I hear that as an energetic, that you're not necessarily engaging this person, but you are energetically loving them from where you are,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is awesome to note because this happens so often, at least with the work that I do with clients and working on mindset and untangling fears and trying to source the feelings and all this stuff, all that kind of work that I do with the life coaching, is that this happens a lot where two things will entangle, two mindsets will entangle. And so like picking them apart, like your example here of saying, I care. So I care was sort of enmeshed with I care what people think and I care about them energetically as a human being. They were kind of like this. And you've since separated them and go, okay, this one, I care what they think. That's not so much it. It's I
Mm-hmm.
care. This is what matters to me, this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that was a huge, ah, it's powerful. It's powerful because it definitely did not feel in alignment to just not care.
Totally.
Right.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, for me, I definitely rest. One of my core values is love, pure
Yeah.
and simple love. So feeling that's the thing, at least something for me always works is disentangling love as as needing to be active with a person in an active relationship. For me, that I've disentangled that where I don't need to be in active relationship with all humans to love them.
That's good.
You know,
that'd be a lot.
it sounds ridiculous, but for
No,
me
but
it
it's
was a
just like,
block. It was,
yeah,
like because I was pained by that sort of in a
yeah,
similar way, being
yeah.
like, oh, I'm an asshole if I take myself away from someone, however toxic they may be. I've
Mm-hmm.
now gone, oh no, that's not actually how it's going to work for me. That's not actually what I believe.
Yeah. So I
Cool.
keep going deeper on all this stuff. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
There's always more layers to it. Like, oh, I mean, I'm like, it seems to be infinite, the number of layers on all this
Yeah.
stuff, on our human psyche. But it's exciting because as we keep doing this work, it's definitely unlocking our power.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
It so does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good shit.
It is. It
I
is.
love you.
I love you so much. I am so
Like we're so
grateful
much
that the universe has blessed me
like
with you.
thank you, universe.
Thank
Okay, I'm
you.
starting to get it. I'm starting to understand. I'm really fucking loved here. Okay.
Yeah, like I get it. It is so humbling and powerful and good.
It's so good.
So good.
I'll try not to cry all night
I've been
Thursday night.
crying all day. It is so good. Oh man, Maya Angelou was talking about like her relationship with her mother. I'm crying. I'm forgiving my mother for shit that I realized given her. I said this to my mother. I'm like, you may have felt something this morning. I'd be really surprised if you didn't feel something this morning.
Like I'm laughing. I'm like bursting in red because I am like the comedy of personal fucking growth is just so
It's
so
ridiculous.
funny
It is so
because it's so
ridiculous.
intense.
It's so intense and it's so ridiculous that like if you're not in it, like if you want to be judgmental, oh my God, you could have a field day. Like my 4 hours this morning, if you were like a judgmental, like you were in that place where you wanted to be judgmental and like, oh, you would have had a field day with what I was sobbing. I had to pull over at one point. I was driving home.
That's another thing too. Like when the tears, like that's why I think this is a probably pretty common experience for people too, is that they get, and I've definitely had this experience where I have been fucking crying so sad, like, ah!
Yeah.
And then it trips into the fucking hilarity of like, look at myself.
What am I doing?
Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a judgmental sense, but in a genuine comedy of growth and release.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
Yes, it is, my dear.
Well, I love you. What else are you doing?
I've got so much to do now because I suddenly have so much clarity
Good.
around my marketing, like the program and my marketing of the program.
Cool.
And I've been so blocked that like I've been pushing through because like I'm in this program where like I have all these like deadlines and the shit I need to create and do. And so I'm doing it. And I'm like, I realized I have not spoken the name that I had chosen for my parenting program.
Let's hear it.
I just did one little piece of marketing. And I was like, clearly it ain't right. If I'm not saying it, if I'm not saying it, like clearly there's a problem. It's like, I kind of realized that yesterday and I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't good. I'm like literally not using it and saying it. And I was just kind of like, and again, like knowing what I know, I just kind of held space for it. And I was like, okay, so that's okay. Okay. And then this morning I was meditating and it just was like, and it came like, and like peace, power, parenting. Anybody who doesn't like that is not my people. Like, it's just so fucking clear. And I will explain to my fucking death, the grave, why peace, power, parenting makes so much fucking sense. It's so true. It is necessary. It is life-changing, game-changing, humanity-changing.
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, now I like want to scream it from the fucking rooftops.
Yeah.
And explain it and use it and like entwine it in all of my marketing and like explain. And so people can be like, oh, that's what that fucking means, you know, and like, give them the aha. Because the other thing that the program always says is that marketing isn't selling your stuff. Marketing is creating the mindset, the conditions for people to realize that they need your stuff.
Facilitating discovery and breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I knew, but I was like, I don't even know what I'm selling yet.
I know.
You know?
I get it.
But now I got to change all my pages, right? I have to, and it's just little tweaks, but the little tweaks that there were things that I knew weren't right, didn't feel right, but I couldn't. Now I'm like, oh, it's peace and power. I was like more joy and ease. I'm like, that doesn't fucking feel right. I was like more happiness. I'm like, that doesn't fucking feel right. It's more peace and power. You may not need it yet, but I'm going to fucking explain to you why that's exactly what you need. Because that's exactly what you need.
Well, I love it. It's good. And that's part of the process. What a perfect example of you doing the work. Yeah. Like, seriously, you're doing the work.
Yeah. And I knew it wasn't, I knew, and I was just like, well, I don't fucking know. And just keep pushing through, creating emails, creating sales pages and free PDFs and shit. I got to change that too. I got a lot of work to do.
Totally. There's a lot of work you want to do because of the clarity in your message and your passion for it now.
And this is something I have a lot of work to do.
Your honor. It's not, like, this is the thing. When we connect to something, we are excited to be associated with it. When we're not excited and we feel like it's, we're just trying to make some money or just kind of wanting to get fucking likes and shit like that never feels good to purpose-driven people of any kind, whether it's you, me, or anyone else. So it's like, for sure. I love that. So go do it. Yeah.
I'm excited.
See you Thursday.
I love you. I can't wait to see you. I love you. I'm so very much for you.
Bye.
You're the best, sweetheart. Bye.